Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Karn Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. A little bit of a slower hand here, but if I can draw into a 7-mana value spell, that might help things move along. Steam Vent Shock. DRC, passing, fetch, red, and catacombs. Hedge maze, trigger, writhing chrysalis to yard, draw. Going as a stop on my upkeep. Ugin Lab, Emrakul. So I'm tempted to go K command DRC just so that way they can't shape their upcoming draws. So we'll ramp and we'll hope to draw into a temple then. We'll pass and hold on the off chance it becomes relevant. Otherwise next turn we'll probably Gemstone Cavern and Rumble. And hold up a K command X2 instead. Fetch the Bloodstained Mire. Tis a mountain. Plotting a show off. Draw. So go Gemstone Cavern. Malevolent Rumble. I'll go E-Temp. And hold. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We actually do have Emrakul next turn. EI. So they aren't going for show off in that case. Because they would have went show off first. Land. End step. Return Emrakul to hand. Draw. On upkeep. Do you fetch and then Lava Dart? And that would stop me from casting Emrakul at least. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dart, sack and response. And they'll leave it at that. Null Drift. Tempted to just hold the K command, honestly. I think that might be right. Because I could go Myco. Actually, I guess we could go Myco, Temple, hold command X2. Let's do that. The other thought I had was Bajuka Bog, but we'll just go Temp. So now we have a K command, X equals 2 to deal with the slick shot, so we don't just die off the bat. We have a ground blocker as well. 6, 10, 13, so we're guaranteed Emrakul next turn. Corey's Steel Cut resolves. Slick shot show off, triggers Corey's Steel Cut into Lava Dart, question mark. Steam Vent Shock to 14. What say you, opponent? Because I feel like they probably just want to try and end it here, but with only 4 cards in hand, I mean, I guess they could. Technically, they have 5 cards with Lava Dart. Yeah, they definitely could end it if they have the right cards. Like I said, at least I have 2 ground blockers. There's the show off. Triggering Corey's Steel Cut. Trigger resolves. And the combat, I will go to blockers and block. Show me what you got, opponent. There's a mutagenic growth on the monk. Show off trigger, monk trigger. That resolves. Bolt target Myco spawn. Weird. Why not start with that? Lava Dart target spawn. Anything else? K command X equals 2. And done. No shot, you have consign main. There's no way. Oh, okay, I was about to say. Take 7. Down to 12. Okay. Paying cost for Swift Spear. Weird. Why not play Swift Spear earlier? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, I think we just go Emrakul. Breeding Pool tapped. And our turn, comrade. Violent Urge. Mishra's Bauble. No reason to play both, right? So we can just go main. Violent Urge. Target Eldrazi spawn. Is there a way, actually, as double strike? Can I give it double strike? Actually, I could, funny enough. Well, here's what I can do. So equip Corey Steel Cut to Monastery Swift Spear. Equip. Violent Urge target spawn. Cast. Oh, Prowess, right. Prowess. Yes, that will resolve. It has first strike. And the Prowess trigger kind of ruined my idea. It's fine, though. We'll get rid of the Swift Spear, leaving you with a 1-1. And pass. And pass. And pass. So lethal's on board. You need a blocker. And I don't foresee a way of killing me. Opponent scoops it up. Alright. Win for game 1. Let's move on to game 2. Bring in Trinisphere, bring in EE. Cut Karn, cut Ghost Court. Let's take a look at the sideboard. And for Prowess, we cut Emrakul, World Break. Emrakul, World Break. And run it back. Alright. Let's see how it goes. I mean, Trinisphere will definitely help. That is for sure. I'll keep it. We'll pass. Fetch Arid Mesa, Shock, Steam Vents, Preordain. It's a slow start from them. I'm okay with this. Top, bottom, draw, Miko spawn. Do you need a green source at some point? Hold up the ability to respond. Scouting Tarn, fetch. Steam Vent Shock, 14. DRC resolves. And they're gonna hold up a blue source. Temple, pass, no K command while that blue source is up. Soul Guide Lantern will exile a card from their yard. It is a must, not a may. So I'll take a land. And then attack for one. Yes, that will resolve. Draw. Stomping Ground Shock. We could... Cast Rumble. Rumble resolves. There's EE, there's Cavern of Souls. I think I go Cavern of Souls here. And we can get bodies on board. I can actually bait out their consign as well with this K command if I want. We can kick Myco Spawn next turn as well. And we're in a decent spot. Exile Yard. They're a bit afraid of Emrakul. Paying cost. Bolt. Target me. In response, I'm gonna ramp. I'm gonna exile. And done. DRC is down. I guess I should have waited for the Surveil trigger. Alright. No flying 3/3. Slick Shot Show Off. Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And pass. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Solid win against Prowess. We'll be back for match number 2. Once Moto catches up. We'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the play for game 1. I will keep... I do need another land, but we can make this work. Ugin Lab, Imprint, cast Talisman, pass, and pass. Archive, so it's Belch, draw. Sowing Mycospawns, fantastic here. So in that case, I'm going to go Talisman of Curiosity, cast Rumble, Rumble for Mycospawn, Hedge Maze, trigger, Ghost Court to top, and pass, and pass. So we get to kick a Mycospawn and Ghost Court. Trainer, yep. Two, three, six, yep, perfect. Flare, that's fine, you can hit the body, but I'll still get everything else. Draw. Kick, sowing Mycospawn. Hit the Seagate. I will go Temple 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, Temple, Resolve. Or do you want a Flare? No Flare, Ghost Quarter, target you, and pass. And Bone scoops it up. We'll take the win against Belcher. Alright. That probably is only going to work once, however. We'll bring in Consigned Memory and a Soulish Jailer. Cutting K-Return. Let's take a look at my sideboard guide. K-Return, Sire Chrysalis. What else was I bringing in? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong version. Jesus. That is an old Gruul version. 1 Chrysalis, 2 Sire, 3 K-Return, Consign. Alright, Lithomantic Barrage. 2 Sire. And 1 Chrysalis. There we go. Alright, let's run it back. It's a bit awkward. What makes his hand better is the question, right? Green source, so 9, K command, 13. 13 hits isn't bad. I'll keep it. And pass. Razor Grass tapped and passing, draw. Null Drifter, Ugin Lab, Imprint Drift, and pass. And pass. Seagate, Bolt, Trainer. Yep. Seagate. So they don't have the mana for Whir yet. Draw. Misty. In that a case, let's go Misty Rainforest, fetch, forest, just in case they have the Harbinger, sprawl for blue, and pass. And hold. Bolt. There's the Harbinger. I will return Null Drifter to hand. And run it back. Take the 1. Ghost Court is a dead card now. World Break. I'm going to evoke Null Drifter. In retrospect, maybe it would have been better to hold up a second blue source in case they have a flare. Yeah. So this could come back to bite me. There's that mountain. There's the Belch. Do you have the flare? Ugh. Opponent targeted their Jar Belcher. Whoops. Oh, that's a whoops right there, friend. Draw 2. Yeah, I think I do need to start being a little bit more conservative with Consign in this matchup for exactly that reason. I want to say that happened last time I played against Blue Belcher as well. Falaji finds Consign to memory. I think that's the right pull. Yep. Land. Thunder Trap. So they have Consign and what? Belch. Well, they can't Belch me next turn, which is good. Draw. Consign of my own. I am going to... I kind of want the Consign out of hand, so I'm going to kick Myco Spawn. I'm going to kick the Seagate. Do you give me the body? Do you give me the search? Or do you give me the X? You give me it all? That's a weird one. I'll take the Temple. Let me hold Consign. So I currently have 10. We have World Breaker as well. Let's try this again. Cast Consign. There's Ruins. So they do still have Consign in hand. Draw. Go to combat. To 11. World Break. I could also Ugin, attempt to get rid of the Harbinger. I think I do that, actually. I mean, do you give me the Ugin, or do you give me the Harbinger? Yep. Harbinger down, Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. So now I can guarantee bodies on board. And pass. And there's another Belch, one card in hand. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me think here for a second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, 15, but that's not 17. So we could just go Emrakul. If I world break down to 4, that's not enough. See, what I want to do is, if they counter Karn, then we're dead. If they counter the Emrakul trigger, then we're dead. So what can I do to play around this? Not too much, I don't think. I will cast Emrakul. It resolves, and that is the game. There's Tameshi, we draw, Sea of Falaji, Char Belcher, target self, 1, 2, 3. And any order. Alright, we got there. We shouldn't have, because they definitely countered their own Belcher with Layer of Denial. We didn't get punished for it, but it's a lesson that I think I need to learn with Consign in this matchup, and I just need to hold up 1 extra for the Replicate at all times, if possible, right? There's the big if, but I think it is necessary. So we'll have to keep that in mind going forward. That said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the draw for game 1. What makes this hand better? Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, kind of just Utopia Sprawl. And I wouldn't mind a K command either. I'll keep it. Pass. Flooded Strand. Fetches. Steam Vents. Ragavan. Not a fan of that. So it's probably Zoo. I will go Eldrazi Temple and pass and pass. I guess I should have went Stomping Grounds just in case we drew into a lab. So my Myco Spawn got hit. Yeah, I should have played Stomping Grounds tapped in retrospect. Use a Froge. Draw. Rumble. I will go Stomping Ground Shock. Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? Rumble resolves. I'll grab the Temple. And I will pass. Looted Delta, fetch. I'll snap block the Ragavan, Watery Grave, shock. Fatal Push, target spawn. Yep. And pass. Pitch Consider. This might be Grixis Reanimator. Maybe. Vagabond hits Ghost Quarter. Second main. They're missing land drops for what it's worth. I want to sweep the Ragavan for sure. I'm gonna pass. Consider. In response. Pass. There's an argument that maybe I should have done that on their turn to avoid a force, so that way K return would have been guaranteed in yard. Maybe. Paying cost. There's the counter spell. EI to yard and draw and pass. Yeah, the best thing we can draw in 2 years is a 7-minute value spell. Otherwise, we'll go Writhing Chris and try and ramp into Ugin. Pitch Frog. Pitch Frog. 6. Down to 6. And hits. Sowing Myco Spawn. Again, that's fine. You could play a Sowing Myco Spawn. Graveyard Trespasser hits K return. Shit. Draw. Speaking of... I do think the Sire's still the correct play here. Just unfortunate that K return's gone. Pass. Yeah, because they can't grow the frog out of range. Yeah, so he should be fine and good to attack in. Yeah, so we'll be able to attack with Sire unless they play another creature. And draw. So let's start with Sire's 7 deaths. Attack. No blocks. Sire now has pseudo hexproof. Play Talisman of Curiosity. Play Misty Rainforest. Play Writhing Chrysalis. So that'll make it daytime. We'll pass. End step. Fetch Misty Rain. For a Hedge Maze, trigger. Rumble Top. Flip. Gemstone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I can do this first. Go Null Drift. Trigger 1. Always yield. Trigger 2. Ugin. Ugin target frog. And Bone scoops it up. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm playing against. It could just well be Grixis Murktide. The Graveyard Trespasser kind of throws me off. Initially I was thinking Reanimator, but I'm starting to doubt that more and more. Bring in Lithomantic Barrage and cut Karn. I think that's about it. No reason to do much else, I don't think. I'll keep Gemstone, pitch Emrakul, pass. Bloodstained Mire, fetch. Steam Vent Shock for Ragavan. Tease the Rogist Avans. Sprawl, no green source unfortunately. Name Eldrazi. Play Talisman and pass. So we do have the K return now. I'd love a Lando for the Writhing Chris. Ragavan hits and takes a Mycospawn, that's fine. Fetch Polluted Delta for Harbinger. I mean, at this point, I think we just... So we can do one of two things. We can force check, or we can check for consign. I kind of want to force check. Alright, resolves. Unfortunately no land, but we get rid of the Harbinger, we get rid of Ragavan, so it's a good spot for us to be in. Blue for consider. Puts consider into yard, draws a card, finds a watery grave, shocks in a Froge. Cling to dust, that's fine if that's all you got. Draws a card of cling and draw. We pass. I need a land. I have so many lands right now. I should have 21 hits. Really 19, 17 hits? Yeah, we have 17 hits off the top. It's not including Rumble, K Command. That's a Murktide. A 5/5 Murktide. Not the biggest. I'm not too worried. Okay, well, I'm worried now that I'm not drawing any lands. 17 hits. So that is... what, roughly 30 some odd % per draw? Down to 12. Harbinger, take 2. So I need a basic forest now. Force check again. I mean, if I can I guess if I find a... Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what? Null Drifter. Give me a Null Drifter or square. Null Drifter or forest. Draw. We just die, right? Unfortunately, that's a fancy island. So we got no forest. So no Writhing Crystals for a blocker. Weeze are dead. Yeah, Weeze are dead. Yeah, fancy forest. Or fancy island. Yeah, we concede. So many good hits off the top and just found nothing. Okay. So loss for game 2. On to game 3. No changes to our sideboard plan. We didn't see anything that really changed our mind much. On the play for game 3, that's a mulligan. It's not great, but it is keepable. We can pitch the Ghost Court. Let's go Verdant Cat and pass. And pause on end step. Steam Vent Shock, Varagavan. I do despise that monkey. Hedge Maze. Hedge Maze? Maybe Stomping Ground. We lack a red source currently, so we'll go Stomping Ground tapped. And draw. Sprawl. Forest. Sprawl. For red. Talisman. And pass. You forced that one. That's weird to me. I feel like you should have hit the Sprawl. Ragavan hit. Finds another Sprawl. You could cast that. You have the treasure. You can make it work. Draw. Chrysalis. Cavernous Souls. Name Eldrazi. And pass. I guess I should hold. And pass. So next turn we can cast Null Drift. And step fetch. Do you have a Fatal Push? Black. So it feels like a Harbinger is incoming. Nope, push. Push resolves. Main. Combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fact they went for a black does make me fear for a Harbinger. So as much as I don't like it, I'm going to let the monkey hit. At the same time, if they're short on lands, I'll block. No Harbinger. That's surprising. Temple. Cast Null Drift. Draw 2. I guess, alright, I was about to say, there's a thought that maybe it's right to counter the trigger if you have a Murktide in hand, but given that they didn't, I think we're in the clear. Shoot the Sheriff would be rough. If they attack, it's clearly bait, but we block. No. Attacks. Perfect. We love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trigger Sanctum. And I think a phone scoops it up. If we do get the trigger for Sanctum, what do we grab? Probably another Sire, to be honest. I think that would make sense, but no, opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright, solid win. We'll be back for match 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. It's turn 3 Karn. That's about it. What are good draws off the top? Malevolent Rumble, K Command, Micah Spawn wouldn't be bad. Fine, we'll keep it. Temple would be okay. Not Temple, Talisman. Point goes down to 6. Right now we're just kind of angling for a Karn. Yeah, Talisman of Impulse would probably be the best. Like I said, we have some hits off the top. Not my favorite hand of the world, but I also don't know what I'm up against, so trying to mulligan aggressively feels wrong. I'd rather keep like a mid-5. Well, shit. Alright, so we really need to resolve this Karn fast. Yeah, Talisman would make this so much better. Let's see what flavor of Eldrazi we're up against. Is it a mirror match? Like, we need them to have a slow hand so we can resolve Karn and start liquid metal coating. Because if they just ramp out into a Writhing Chris or Sowing Mycospawn, we're in trouble. One's thinking hard here. Either that or hardly thinking. Not sure which. Oh, this is Eldrazi Turns. Shit. Not thrilled to see that. So we really need to resolve Karn. The good news is Eldrazi Turns doesn't have many ways to pressure the board. So if we can resolve Karn, we're in a good spot. Ugin Lab, Imprint Devourer, Talisman. Yikes already. Emrakul, pass. And pass. I just need a turn. Temple, that's not great. If they have a K command, so Mycospawn is tempting. I mean, it's a -1 regardless, right? Because we go Mycospawn Ghost Court. We can hit the lab. It's actually... it's still only a -1. KGC? Does KGC resolve? If you have a K command, we might be in trouble. This at least shuts you off of blue. And Bone scoops it up. Alright. I forget if I classify this as turns or Eldrazi Turns. It's been a hot minute. I'm just gonna say it's Eldrazi Turns. Win for game 1. What do I even run here? Consign the memory? How does Miracle read? Hold on. I'm actually curious on something. MTG Wiki. Miracle. Let's see. Allows cast for low cost. Alternative cost for a card. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't get put into exile. It just gets cast from your library, basically. And so Soulish Jailer won't do anything of value there. Because they'll use Tamiyo to loop. I mean, at the very least, K return can probably come out. Maybe some number of Trinisphere? Actually, probably Barrage. We can cut Bog, cut a Trinisphere. I think I bring in the Consigns, cut the Trinisphere, and cut an Emrakul. And run it back like this. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, because with Tamiyo, with Jace, the Lithomantic barrages will be good. Yeah. Consign should be good to get rid of the Null Drift. Okay, I know I said Lithomantic barrage is good, however... Do we keep this? What makes this hand better? Utopia Sprawl, Swine Mega Spawn would be okay, Karn would be okay. They begin with 7, which is a bit scary, though. I think I mulligan this. This is... We need a Soul Land. That's 8 hits. Malevolent Rumble is 3, so that's 11. I'll keep it. Pitching what? Writhing Chris? I think Writhing Chris. Pass. Lab. Null Drift. Talisman. Draw. Forest. That's not what I want to see. I need a Soul Land, please. Rule of God. Red. Pass. Yeah, if we can get a Soul Land, we should just win, because we go Soul Land, Myco Spawn, Myco Spawn, Myco Spawn, World Breaker. Okay, Rumble. Cast Rumble. Doesn't get what I need, but we can go for the Forest. Is there a world we go for the Gemstone? No, we'll go for the Forest. Play Forest for turn and pass. K command X2. This feels like a time warp. One top, one bottom, drawn, pass. Land. Need a Soul Land here, but I think there's a time warp. Okay, it's not. Draws 3. Okay, Soul Land please, Soul Land please. Consign. No Soul Land. I mean, I would have just taken a land at that point. E-temp. And pass. Again, I need a land here. Tamiyo, we can barrage it. Talisman, that's fine. Time warp, that's not fine. We pass. Attack. Make a clue. No blocks. Time warp. Return. Would they return a Devourer? They'll get my Utopia Sprawl. Shit. Attack. Got a clue. You can flip the Tamiyo now. Pain cost, Null Drift, flip Tamiyo, plus Tamiyo, lab, imprint, passing. Okay. Draw. Ghost Quarter. So we can do a couple things. So I have thoughts. The concern here is consign, right? If they're running consign, then going sowing Mycospawn kicked would be rough. I'm gonna start with sowing Mycospawn attack Tamiyo. Trigger. They block. Paying cost. Draw a card. 5 in hand. I mean, they have enough to consign the full set, right? So I think it's right to instead go Lithomantic Barrage down the Tamiyo. Tamiyo down. Attempt to resolve sowing Mycospawn. Sowing Mycospawn trigger. Do you have a consign? I was right. Okay. Draws a card. Mycospawn resolves. Blue. Island cycle. How many islands do you play? Oh, you... Also, I should have kept the Bajuka Bog. I was not expecting that. You countered the body, not... Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go E-Temp. I'm gonna Ghost Quarter. Pass. And pass. We'll play the island. Alright, there's Mastery. We pass. Yeah, but Jukabog would have been better. Shoot. Mastery. Okay. And pass. Jesus Christ. Miracle. It is a trigger, so I guess I could consign it. That's something to keep in mind. A K command. Could be Emrakul, I guess. K command X6. Scry draw, so they can set up another turn. Yeah, so I wonder if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder if maybe going Breeding Pool would have been right. That way it could have held up Consign. Yeah, maybe. Land, 2 top, 4 bottom, draw on the K, chase the Mind Sculptor. Yeah, so I need to bring the Jukabog back in. They must have just drawn into the Tamiyo. Time Warp, so they'll flip the Tamiyo. And pass. Attack. Make a clue. Flip. And a Jukebug would have been good. Tamiyo plus. They have blockers for days. Draws a card of a clue. I mean, you do have to get to the point of killing me. Draw. Sprawl. Go to combat. Attack Tamiyo. Tamiyo trigger. They'll block the spawn. Utopia Sprawl. For blue. We'll go World Breaker, so that way... Yeah, we'll have to go World Breaker. World Breaker, target... Talisman, question mark? Go after islands, I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think I'm pretty much dead. Paying cost for consign. Yeah, if we had Bajukabog, we'd actually be in a decent spot because the time warps would be out of yard. Yeah, I kind of forgot, once again, like, deck familiarity. It just didn't connect, like, what they were trying to do. Like, I know they're taking turns, but I'm forgetting how they recur, and then Tamiyo came to mind. Like, oh yeah, right. Flip Tamiyo, plus Tamiyo, play a Talisman, still no threats. We'll pass. Temporal Mastery, again, consign does work here. Temporal Mastery, yeah, it does go to exile, that's good to note. There's the Null Drift, so now they do have the Beater. I mean, what I need is an Emrakul, I think. Oh, this is their turn. I was like, what's going on? Why can't I control my turn? Oh yeah, it's not my turn. Active Sprawl. Minus Tamiyo. Plays an E-Temp. And I might as well make him go through the motions. Time Warp. Tease an Emrakul. Yeah, at that point, I'll concede. Nothing I can do about that. Because what they'll do, they'll swing Micro Spawn, kick my own temple, leave me with 2, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, I'll be short. Alright, game 3. Yeah, so we bring back the Bajukabog. That is for certain. Keep the Ghost Court. And yes, we can run it back like this, I think. At the very least, this matchup does teach me something important, which is I can counter the Miracle Trigger. On the play for game 3, I will keep, go Ugin Lab, Imprint, and pass, an island, Tamiyo, we'll exile that. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. K command, exile Tamiyo. And pass. And pass. E-temp, draw, forest, play the forest, Writhing Chris, you got a beater on board, can sign the trigger, leaves the body, and pass, and pass. E-temp and draw. Malevolent Rumble. Could go Writhing Chris and just go Writhing Chris beatdown. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea here. Writhing Chris. Forest. Red, green. I should play the smart though. Trigger 1. Always yield. Always resolve 1 trigger at a time. There's a few circumstances where you don't do that, but for the most part. Go to combat. And hold. Next turn we can cast the Null Drifter, Island. The only problem is they can go off pretty quickly. Jace. Jace can bounce a Writhing Chris, I suppose. Draw 3. And we're killing the Jace no matter what. The uncomfortable part is they could be setting up a Temporal Mastery. Yeah. Sowing Myco Spawn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me take a look at how much damage I can deal. 3, 5, 11. 11 plus 2, 13. I just need another 2 spawns. Is there a way for me to get 2? I mean, yeah, if I draw into a K command. I mean, we could try and end it. I will go Misty Ring first. Fetch for a forest. Sowing Myco Spawn, kick E-temp. Go Ghost Quarter, then force on the shuffle or lose a land. Bone scoops it up. Bone scoops it up. All right, we got there. In retrospect, based on that line, it may have actually been right for me to hit the island. That way just they would have been without islands, right? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because then it forces them to either fetch and shuffle or to be without islands. At the same time, be without colorless is good. Give and take. Either ways, we did get there. We're currently 4-0 going into match 5. Let's see if we can get that trophy. Alright, And we're back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. 7 hits off the top for the K command. 2 draws. I'll keep it. Pass. Some big canyon. Is this burn? No. Looks like energy. I will go E-temp and pass. And pass. At the very least, we have a K command X equals 1 next turn, which is good. I guess I also should put a pause on end step. There's a potential for us to hit something like... Ragavan. I was thinking of Johnny's token, but I think I need to hit the Ragavan now. The ramp is too strong. Draw. Sprawl is good. Huh. I mean, yeah, we will pass. And when they go to combat, we'll K command X1 the Ragavan. Elegant Parlor, Surveil Trigger. Puts a Static Prison into yard. Draw, main. Land. Combat. Crack the Verdant Cat. I will go Stompin' Grounds and shock in case we draw into a K return. Exile the Ragavan. And done. This also means if they do have an Ajani and can flip it, they won't have a red permanent on board, which is beneficial. Attack with Guide of Souls, no blocks. Down to 15. Red, white, Flage, Pyro pitching Flage. If so, we have the Bog, which is nice. No, but we do have a lot of guide triggers. I do wonder why they didn't do that to begin with. Because they would have been able to trigger Guide of Souls, or rather, at least pay for cost. So I really want to see a K return. Or another K command, I suppose. Draw. Cavern of Souls. With Cavern of Souls, I can Null Drift to dig. It's not a bad idea. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's go Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. Evoke with Null Drifter. Karn. What am I looking for? For green. And 2, 4, 6. I need a land. Pretty desperately now. Should hold up the light to respond. Because if we can get this Sire's 7 deaths, we're in a pretty good spot. 4, 6, 8, 10. We're 3 short on the Emrakul. Land, 3 cards in hand. They'll be able to float 1 at the very least. So we're taking 2, 4, 5, 7, and they're hasting something else. 7, yeah, Butter, 7. A Johnny trigger. So 7, 8, 2, 4, 7, 8. And I'll see Haston. Ragavan? It is a Ragavan. Damn. Oh boy. Well, that's scary. So that's 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 down to 5. One card in hand, floating the Ragavan. I'll take it. I don't really have much in the way of choices. I mean, if you have a Goblin Bombardment to finish, we're just dead. But I feel like it would have just been easier to play that in the first place. Writhing Chrysalis is okay. End step. Land. We need a land. Damn it. Rumble might be okay. Okay, so. Let's see if I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. This is net neutral. If we can hit 3 more types, we can get there. Rumble? Is there any reason to go for red? I don't think so, right? No, there's no reason to go for red. Any reason to hold up the second green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. I mean, if we get a soul land, we can go Sire, so no. Yeah, we just send it then. Rumble. There's Temple. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, of course. One short. And it's a Sire. So we push ourselves up to 12. 1, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We currently are in the clear. We can't block a cat. But if they only attack with a cat, then that's fine. Guide of Souls. That might be enough. Actually, no, they need one more. They need one more creature. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Block. Yeah, if they have one more creature, they have it. For exact. If they don't, we're good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Guide of Souls trigger. Did I do the math wrong or did they? I'm not sure. Confirming. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Block the... If they have a Galvanic Discharge, they could have just flipped the Ajani, so it wouldn't matter. So we block the Ragavan. If they have a Bolt, it wouldn't matter. They would just hit me and I die. So hit the Ragavan. Up to 12, down to 2. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Draw. Ugin, combat. 2, up to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are short. Instead, we're going to build a wall. And we're going to pay 7 mana for it. Bajukabog. Target you. Pass. And pass. Next turn we have Emrakul. Plays a mountain. 1 card in hand. We are at a theoretical, what, 23? Yes. No. Can I math? Yes. No, 23 is correct. Ragavan. Okay. That's still fine. Why dash the Ragavan? That doesn't make sense. You have 0 other cards in hand. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why? What is happening? Okay. Why attack with few? I mean, at least attack the cat as well. 0 cards in hand. What's the game plan here? I mean, you're just giving me 14 life if you attack. Minus whatever I don't block. I'm confused. Okay. I think they realized why they shouldn't do that. Okay, Ragavan the hand. Go to combat. Block with the cat. I dare you. Thank you. That's illegal. Still illegal. It has menace. Just throw an elemental token in front of it. It's fine. There we go. That's better. Yep. Flip it, Johnny. Play E-Temp. 5, 11. Yes. Actually, hold on. 8. No. Well, let's go. Emrakul. You know, the last card is Ragavan, so even an excess of caution here would be silly. Tease an Emrakul. And Bone scoops it up. We got there. Sire 7 deaths came in clutch, that's for sure. Alright. To sideboard. We bring in Lithomantic Barrage, Cutting Karn, We don't need the Ghost Quarter. We can cut it for Trinisphere. Oh no, we cut it for an EE, that's right. We cut it for an EE, and then on the play we'll cut the Gemstone for the Chalice of the Void. Right. What makes this hand better? Soul Lands. Malevolent Rumble would be okay. Yeah, I'll keep it. We'll pass. Shock. Is it Tharagavan? Tharagavan. That's the worst case scenario. We draw. Forest. Sprawl. For red. And pass. I mean, we could go EE for one, depending on what they play next. But I mean, if they just go Molten Rain, we are in deep trouble. Ragavan hit. Malevolent Rumble, I wanted that. You could play Malevolent Rumble. I don't want you to play Malevolent Rumble, but you could. Plains. Red. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Molten Rain? Yeah. I'm in danger. Draw. Yeah, that's a sprawl. Fetch. Stomping Ground or Breeding Pool? Breeding Pool shock. Sprawl for red. Pass. Yeah, butter. Okay, goodbye. Arid Mesa. If you have another Molten Rain, I probably just concede. Ragavan hit. Don't hit my lands. Don't do it. It's not allowed. 13. It's a land. I told you not to hit it. But you did it. Yeah, this is not looking good. In fact, this is looking very bad. White for red. Okay, a Johnny. No, Flage. Soul Land would make this better. We could Bajuka Bog a Flage. Yeah. Draw. A. Cast Sowing Mycospawn. There is another thought, which is going Ugin Lab, Imprint Ugin. Cast Talisman, pass. That way we have Sire as 7. We already have a blocker. They don't have enough for Flage yet. If we get a Sire on board, that Flage is not going to do a lot. Though they do have a fetch. Going to be a bit ugly. Just a little bit. Keeps it on top. Okay. So they don't have Flage next turn. Or that, rather, this turn. If they put that into Yard and then had a fetch, they could have. There's a Sunbaked. Three cards in hand. Red, paying cost. Red, Charm. Son of a... Yeah. Uh-huh. I need another temple, please. Also, Pride is fine. Eldrazi Temple. Yeah, Cakeman will work. I think we hold the K command. I could also EE for one, But I think I hold off on that. We can block the Ragavan. We can block the Pride, or exile the Pride if we really need. There's a fetch. If they fetch for a Surveil land, I'll have to exile Flage. Make spawns and exile. Fetch down to fetch to 5. Let's see what you fetch for. In response. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Done. I say no thank you. No thank you. Surveil trigger resolves. Keeps it on top. A Johnny. Trigger. City's Blessing. I don't want them gaining life then. I also don't want them flipping the Johnny though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can feed them a spawn. Feed you spawn. Before damage. Sack the spawn. Down to 6. No life gained. No gained life? Yes. Draw. Lithomantic Barrage. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sire 7 deaths. Pass. Alright. Well, even if they flip the Johnny, we can kill it with the Barrage, thankfully. The worst case scenario here, by and large, is going to be a Static Prison. I draw a card. And pass. Static Prison kills me. Otherwise, we're at a theoretical 13. I will gleefully block the Ocelot Pride now. Even if they have a way to flip the Johnny, we're not dead. Bombardment kills us, of course. Galvanic Discharge does not. Unless... No, not even unless. Even if they had another creature. 2, 3, Pyro, Pitch, Molten Rain. Yeah, Molten Rain ain't doing much right now. No, if they attack again, the Sire 7 deaths will bring me up high enough. Attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I either take 1 and give them 2 tokens. I guess I can push myself to 13. Oh, Sire would go down to 6, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and I can't block with Myco Spawn, otherwise we die. So I have to take the 1. That is the answer to that question. Down to 5. Trigger. Okay. Draw. Ugin. Combat. Attack with Sire. Give me your cats. Thank you. Johnny flipped. So I can go Lithomantic Barrage. Barrage hit a Johnny. EE for 1 in case they find a Static Prison. And pass. Fetch Arid Mesa. No more Surveil lands. And we hold. I think the EE does solidify the win. I think the only other way that I can see them getting out here would have been another Johnny into not Galvanic, but Goblin Bombardment, but opponent scoops it up. And that there is the 5-0 for Karn Eldrazi ramp. Woo! I'll be honest, I needed that. It has been a day today, but we did get there for the 5-0. Very happy with our results. Let's look over our matchups. We had Prowess in match 1 with a clean 2-0 win. Belcher for match 2 with another clean 2-0 win. Though I do want to put an asterisk on that one for game 2. We should have died. Let this be a lesson learned. If you're playing consign into Belcher, blue Belcher specifically, always, always, always keep an extra mana up, because they're always going to have the Flare of Denial. As long as they have creatures on board, of course. If they don't, then, you know, you do you. Murktide, a loss in game 2. I don't even remember what happened in that game. Was it Ragavan Beatdown? May have been Ragavan and, like, Frog Beats. I can't, for the life of me, remember. So I can't really run retrospective on that. Eldrazi Turns. Turns did Turns thing. We should not have cut Bojuka Bog. That was a misplay on my part, twofold, because they also did play Emrakul the Promised End. So definitely don't want to remove Bojuka Bog in that matchup. We learned that lesson. That energy clean to a win. Awesome. Well, overall, solid league, solid results. Very happy with the 5-0. And with that being said, that there will be the end of today's video. As always, if you guys did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. It is always appreciated. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my success and failure, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached this point in the video and you haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers, where I can begin monetizing these videos. In the meantime, though, if you do want to support me monetarily, you can do so over on my Patreon, where you can get early access to my YouTube videos and any updates I make to my deck guides. All of your generous monetization, whether that be through Patreon or in the future YouTube by watching ads, or if you have YouTube Premium, of course, will be going towards me saving up towards a streaming PC eventually, so I can stream live over on Twitch. That way, guys can join me for these live. But with that being said, folks, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!